Part 25D, Chemtrails on the Flat Earth. What chemtrails are not. Chemtrails are not a means to poison the air and kill the population. Rational thought, folks. Remember, even the controllers have to breathe the air. They are not poisoning the only supply of air that everyone has to breathe. Are there other objectives the controllers use chemtrails for? Absolutely, but it is not to kill their property and slaves. Again, that would be you. The EMPCOE will take care of that. So what are chemtrails? Just a cheaper and more efficient way of making clouds. Here's a before and after picture of chemtrails turning into clouds. And here's another picture of before, during, and after of the sky, chemtrails, and then clouds being formed. There are private companies that make clouds and modify the weather like this one, called Weather Modification Incorporated. On their About Us tab, this is what it says. Now, more than ever, the worldwide need for solutions to atmospheric necessities, such as water resource management and environmental quality monitoring, is critical. With nearly a half-century of successful programs, our experience speaks for itself. A half-century private companies have been doing that, including the ones listed here, and this is just A through N. There are dozens and dozens of companies worldwide that are private and modify the weather. Now, if you were a controller, would you leave it up to the free market and private industry to control the weather? And would you use planes like this one? That leaves trails like this to form clouds? Or would you enhance your capabilities by what is already out there to really modify the weather? And leave trails like this? There are an average of 9,728 passenger planes in the sky at any given time. Chemtrails are worldwide. Yes, even in England, Switzerland, Italy, Israel, Russia, China, etc. Everywhere planes fly. The controllers are using the world's passenger jets to covertly, not really, if people would get their head out of their asses, to modify the weather by creating more clouds. The sun focal point is tightening and getting hotter, so they are using clouds to mitigate and disperse the heat. The objectives of passenger airliners: 1. To make clouds quickly and cheaply. 2. To use petroleum-based fuels. 3. Cheap and fast transportation for passengers. 4. Cheap and fast transportation of products. 5. To fleece the people, slaves, out of money by convincing them to take vacations to faraway destinations that are pointless. 6. to take away freedoms in the name of safety. 7. To have fucking power-tripping losers grope people for no reason. Sorry for that little rant. I have only flown twice since 9/11 because I don't want to support that industry or the Orwellian measures that they have put in place since. One flight was an absolute must though, the flight to LA to be with Mia. Next video, part 25E, how clouds form on the flat earth.